안녕하세요, 여러분. Oh, my bad. Tony 입니다. Hello, everyone. It's Tony. So today is a special day because we got a special release from none other than BTS's Jhope. Really looking forward to this. I love the kind of solo projects that the guy releases, and I love all of the kind of like subtle nuances of the subtle variety and the specialness of his actual voice in particular. And with that being said, I just woke up if you can't notice actually. With that being said, I think since the last time we actually reacted to, last single we reacted to was either Jin or V. I cannot remember which one. I remember V having the special Christmas kind of song being released, as well as I believe there was Jimin with a special Christmas song, and then I think Jin, it was for his birthday. I can't remember who was first, but a lot of them, and they were really awesome. Each one is special, each one's so unique in their own right way. Most recently, BTS has released a lot of their videos on MTV Unplugged, a lot of performances that have gone super viral. They actually killed it. Those were so fun to watch. And if you want to go check out anime reactions to stuff other than that, because that is actually copyright protected, it'll all be found in the BTS playlist down description box below. And again, I don't know why I keep on hitting the mic, but yeah, hopefully you guys do check out a video. But without further ado, let's get into Blue Side. I'm excited. Let's go. It has that like... Oh, so it does open up a bit more, kind of like how I was expecting a kind of like kids in the background, kind of fun, playful, just like how we see from here, even from the text. But then there's a bit more of the sadness to it. Oh! Woo! Okay, so I did not expect Jhope to start with something a bit more melodic, something a bit more vocal forward, because when you think about it, I don't expect, like, I've always known him for, like, you know, that like chicken noodle soup, that kind of more kind of like, you know, like the J-Hope, like almost like that Travis Scott, I can't remember that entire album, but essentially very, Airplane, you know, stuff like that, very kind of just like more kind of avant-garde, but at the same time very happy and very bright. When I think about J-Hope, I think about like that big smile, you know, always smiling type of guy. Ooh, but I like it. A bit more kind of like melodic. Are those wind chimes? Ooh. Oh yes, that was so nice. I love the idea of just the piano, just very slow notes, and then bah! Like we hear a little like bass almost there in the blue side. Yeah, the vocals leading up to that were so nice, so beautiful. Blue side, blue side, blue side, blue. So I believe Jin also did a song that was blue. So it's interesting seeing like the relation. Ooh, like you can hear like a little background, like da da da, like a little bit of like a very kind of crispy, very kind of like more angelic tone coming forward now. Blue side. Ooh, man, yo, his voice. So it's not just one, and it's almost like it's a murmuring. It's almost like it's like a kind of whispering. It's like, but there's like multiple, like almost kind of feeling like it's in your mind, but you're kind of like almost to a point going crazy. Kind of like what we're seeing here with the actual cover art, kind of just going really all over the place, and you have multiple voices overlaying really high-pitched tone J-Hope voices, and then some of them deeper ones, a bit more kind of like just frantic all over the place, but each one kind of doing something like compressing, like overlapping itself to really bring forward this main one that we hear. I really like kind of the experimentation that this track brings. Woo! Okay, the drums come in here. Again, here, there's this really nice kind of almost like a deep tone of J-Hope. But it's almost like he's caressing the notes, like a very emotional, very oh, I didn't even realize they were English there. Very kind of sentimental, very kind of just talking to like as if it's right, like one-on-one, right, he's right next to your ear, but then there's this background voice that's very kind of like high-pitched, very vocal. I love the addition of that. It's very kind of unique in my opinion. Oh, the echo effect, like a bit more gang. You can feel it. There's a bit more of like the poppy gangster kind of swaggery vibe here. Okay, this is the Jhope I know. Woo! No, that's the killing part right there. You know, like, you know, just like the murmuring, it really feels like he's right next to your ears. A very sultry, very sexy. Ooh! Blue side, blue side, blue side, to blue side, blue side, blue side, blue side, blue side. I love the little drawings here too. Where's Mang? I gotta get Mang in here. Mang approves. Mang approves. Oh, I love this distance. I love the idea of putting the distance now, kind of feeling it like he's a bit further. It feels kind of nostalgic now. And I think even throughout the song, I don't know all the lyrics because for some reason the lyrics aren't generating for me. It feels nostalgic to a point because it feels like you're in your head, but it feels almost like if I were to describe this in a movie, somebody's just walking down the path, just like head down, but like thinking, reminiscing about something, about older days. And it feels kind of like that scene in a movie where the character just really just has that time and reflects on themselves. And I think that's what you can get with the doodles too. You have all of these like funny childish doodles overlap with important, like almost to extent, dates. You have like numbers here. You have my dream. You have I am singing blues. You have singing my bloom. You have singing, like, you have, I think, a lot of Easter eggs thrown throughout here, and but they keep on overlapping because there's so much to think about in this one head, this one person. And I think that it's a very cool idea of adding this kind of like echoey effect almost. Love it. The melody, the melodics from the actual instruments are very, very nice. Not often I hear like a wind chime effect, but it adds that calming effect, and it feels like just the wind. It like feels like you're outside. Ooh. And to that extent, it almost feels like this message, this song itself, is just a blowing in the wind, and that's why they like have the distant effect, and the wind chimes are coming forward. It feels like it's going, like, as quickly as it arrived, it's leaving with the wind. It's a very beautiful song, honestly. It's very different from what I was expecting from Jhope. I'll be very honest with you. I know him for things like Airplane. I know him for things like Chicken Noodle Soup. Very upbeat tempo, very bright, very poppy, very kind of almost Western influenced, a bit swaggery. And that was held true with that section of the rap. But in general, it was more vocal forward and more simple than I was expecting. Very simple, and it's like just more classical instruments, I would say. Less kind of forward in that EDM electronic pop element, and I'm a big fan. I'm a big fan, honestly. The song shows a very changed diversity. There's a chance that he has done stuff like this in the past. I'm just not familiar with it. I'm not super like very like familiar with all of BTS's work. Obviously, that their most recent album, the Beat album, I checked out every single song, and I do know that he has a very nice vocal forward. He has some nice vocals, but in general, I wasn't expecting this from his solos, because usually I found that his solos are more kind of like upbeat and different. You know, like when he wears the bucket hat, he has like this kind of certain style that's a bit more kind of like street, I would say, a bit more like hype beast-esque. So I'm surprised. Actually, maybe that might be RM. Yeah, think about that, but I'm just surprised about it, and it's a very pleasant surprise. I loved it so much, and this song is a real banger. And already when I'm recording this, it's like almost at 1 million views and 1 million likes and stuff. So definitely see all the love for them, and I cannot wait for more. So if you want to check out any of my other BTS reactions, guys, they'll all be linked in the BTS playlist down in the description box below. Hopefully check out a video. But with that being said, thank you so much for watching. 감사합니다. And as always, if you have any comments, questions, or something on top, feel free to leave it in the comment section below, and I'll get to you as soon as possible. That being said, guys, it's been Tony, and I can say goodbye, and I'll see you in the next video. 안녕. Goodbye.